back in the day when we started, we owned our home and our children were young, very young, like 2 and a newborn. And I remember Robin and I hugging. We'd paid off our mortgage, and we swore to each other that we would never put ourselves at risk. We would always have the roof over our children's head, and we would not go into debt. 6 months later, we were all in again, to take for all the right reasons. The company was going, things were happening. The product was getting acceptance in the field, so we had to improve and get on board, and so we did all that. Did we see it? Did we see all the product group and all of that? It was almost impossible to see that at the time.
It was just one product, and it looked like it was enough.
Yeah, but cool things happened. Like, I remember it was about the 3rd year, and wicked cold winter, like really cold, like the snow's squeaking under our feet, that cold. And we were only making internal systems, and a farmer called me, and I know nothing about farming, and he was a feedlot owner, and so he had cattle, and everybody's water pipes were freezing. So if you went to the hardware store, even to get an old crummy old heat tape, they were all out. They were sold out. Everybody was sold out. So we were starting to get calls to see if we had something that would help them. And I didn't have anything, because in the barn or on a feedlot, the systems we made were not suitable. We're good to go from a lake or from a well to a building, but the branch piping and everything that's involved, we didn't have anything. And this one man called me, I'll never forget, and he said, he said the water trucks, like they had water trucks bringing portable water to people to try to keep them going. And this man told me on the phone that he had 100 head, and that if he can't get water soon, he's going to lose his livestock. And that shocked me. It was his life's work. And I immediately went to work on a system for farm and agriculture. And to this day, I don't think there's a product that'll do what it does. We've won awards with it and that, but that would have been, I don't know, probably 3 years in that we thought of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that
yeah,
was,
you went to the shop and you made a system that you thought would work for him.
Yeah.
And you took it to him and helped him put it on.
Yeah, we actually installed it with him. And so again, it's being hands-on. We learn that way, right? The call comes into us.
So that was product number 3.
3? Yeah, 3. Yeah, Paladin. Yeah, number 3. So, and that's the way it's grown. So, did we envision it? No, but you knew, and we know now after 30 years, we know now that there's still so much more to do. If we're, Arctic Vent, how long ago was that? 15 years ago? We're at a trade show, like we're not in the Arctic. We don't live in the Arctic. We know about the Arctic, but, a man from the Arctic comes to me at the trade show and tells me that, the plumbing vents in their roofs freeze up solid and all the sewer gas goes in the homes, and it's a huge problem up there. And he said, is there anything that you have to address it? And we didn't have anything. It had special requirements or things that, you can't run an extension cord up on somebody's roof to freeze protect a vent. So we created one, and we designed it from scratch. And to this day, it's the only certified freeze protected plumbing vent anywhere that we know of, at least in North America. So it's almost like sometimes do we envision it? No, but as we go along day to day, it's almost like it comes to us. And if we want to take the challenge on and develop a product, that's up to us. And we enjoy it, solving problems. It's kind of fun, it is. And you get even to this day, like our staff, our people, like the greatest part of the work day to me is going home after work, and you helped people all day. You made $1, a fair dollar, but you helped people and you solved a problem. And if you can go home feeling like that, like we do every day, that's a pretty good day,